welcome to another episode of Millennial Diaries. I am your host, Kayla.
I am your host, Rachel.
And what are we talking about today?
Dating.
Of course,
We're
I
talking
couldn't
about
wait.
dating.
I could not wait for this episode
Yes.
because this is my favorite topic. For one, I want to start with what is dating?
What is dating? I meant to ask that earlier because it's a different, definition for everybody. But like the dating, what's the difference between dating and courting? That's what I want to know. And then I can define dating. I need
Hey,
to.
you got right into it.
Yeah, because it's just like we grew up in that time period where I feel like we were the last group of people who were like, you got to court somebody first. Got taught you got to court before or whatever. Now kids don't know what that is.
So I think dating comes first. I feel like you have to date me to see if you want to court me. You might disagree with that because I feel like dating is those first few like conversations. Like we're trying to figure out if I like you. Once you determine that you like me, that's when you start courting me. That's when you spending that real money. I don't expect for you to, yeah, real. I don't expect for you to, immediately spend a bunch. But when you find out that I'm it, that's when I need.
I know that's right, Kayla. Okay, no, so girl, that was like an onion. So many layers to unpack. I'm gonna go back a few. So, okay, so you would say courting is for like two people, just for you. Like guys aren't out here courting multiple women, but they could be dating multiple women. Or is it the other way around?
I think you can court multiple people, but I don't think you should.
I was supposed to bring a dictionary. What does courting mean? What does courting mean, y'all?
I think like courting is when you are opening the door. You're like literally I feel like courting is spending some money. Like I think and then we're not just it's not one sided. I think when I'm courting you, you're courting me. So we're spending a little bit.
Involved with romantically, typically with the intent of
Okay, so it's dating and then courting, like you said.
Yes.
Okay, bet. Okay, so courting is like we exclusive now. Dating is not always exclusive. We just talked about that.
Okay, so
dating is not always
I got
exclusive.
some trauma because it takes a lot for me to say, like, yeah, we exclusively like.
That's not trauma. That's just being smart. Or is that me? Is that a trauma response for me to say? I think that's just smart.
No, I think that's trauma.
Same, it's trauma, but it's smart at the same time. Wisdom.
But I feel like it's only smart because we have went through some things to kind of build that barrier up. So now we aren't as, I don't want to say gullible, but we're not as like trusting. That's the word. Trusting. Like
we have discernment.
Yes, we are like more apprehensive where we're like, he said that he likes me, but this time you have to show me. And I think no, because at the same time, I feel like that's what we should have been looking for in the first place. So maybe it was just like a lesson and we actually learned from
I don't know, girl. Sometimes them red flags be looking real cute.
But I don't think they always red. I think they like a pink.
Girl, they're green, they're yellow, then they're not always red. We don't see the green ones and the yellow ones. I don't know.
I really feel
pink,
like
fuchsia.
Courting should definitely come, but I love the definition because I feel like dating is first. So within like the first or second date, you should be determining whether or not where we're going from here. I can look my first or second date if most times I am breaking it down. My checklist is out. And after that first or second, I'm able to distinguish whether or not we're going on a third. Mm-hmm. There's no point for you to spend any money on me because I'm going to let you know within that first or second what I'm looking at you as.
That's facts.
Immediately.
That's
like,
facts.
I've been on dates where they like, oh, what we doing for our second one?
Nothing.
Like,
it's not going to be one.
Like, you cool. You just not cool enough for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean to sound harsh, but I love just ripping that Band-Aid off versus tiptoeing. I don't want nobody to be confused because I'm not that friendly. I'm not about to be texting you giggling and I don't like you like that. No, it's like, what's up? What, we about to hang out? Like, you a friend, you a buddy.
So, okay, this is opening up two things that popped in my head. So the first one, you call it a checklist, a list of negotiables and non-negotiables. And I got taught that from a mentor of mine, maybe like back in 2018. And ever since I became aware of that, every time I didn't go with what I really wanted, I got salty. So let's get into that. What you think about checklists, list of negotiables and non-negotiables?
I think more people in our generation need to do that, because you end up getting into these situationships because he's spending money, because he look a certain way, because he has a certain status, and it's just like, but what does that mean?
Right.
Like, we too old to still be going with these high school antics. Like, I don't need to be prom queen and have the best looking guy next to me. Yes, I want him to be a certain level. Like, he has to be a certain level of attractiveness to me. Mm-hmm. He has to have a certain level of money, but that's not for a status. That's because I want my man to have money, because I have money. Right. And I want a home, and I want children, and I want to travel, and you need money to do those things.
Facts.
And I don't feel sexy when we broke. Like, True. I'm not getting dressed up, even though I do what I do. But I'm not getting dressed up for no man who has nothing to bring to me financially. So you have to be attractive. You have to be financially stable. And these are just my non-negotiables. But I think it's important to say those things and realize those things in the beginning, because it'll save so much heartbreak.
It will. Like, time, energy, love, or whatever.
Forcing yourself to be with somebody when you do not truly want to be with them is a headache.
Yeah.
And I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not one of those. Like,
yes. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I feel like, it comes with just growing up and going through experiences that you get that level of awareness. But yeah, no, if you don't want to settle for something, you do not have to settle for nothing.
I feel like our generation does that though, which is weird.
It's because people get told, like, how many times I've gotten told, like, literally, well, you're just probably going to have to settle for a guy that has and I'm just like,
you're not going to find no man that's educated without no kids.
You lying, because they're around.
They're out there. they are definitely out there, and I have been told so many times, like, you too hard. Like, you won't. I'm like, I want the bare minimum.
I want what I want, and we're going to get what we want.
I want you to have 4 limbs. Like, I want 2 legs, two arms, and a little bit of money, and you have to be attractive. You, like, have to be able to communicate. Like, what is too much about?
It's not too much. It's just, like, I'm literally asking and wanting what I have. So if I'm too much, and somebody's saying, like, thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Keep it pushing.
I could scream hearing that, because that's so true. I'm not asking you to do more than I can do. I'm never going to set no requirements for you that I'm not setting for myself.
Or I'm already doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
But I want to bring it back to the whole dating in the first place, right? Because I feel like we don't know what dating is. And as soon as I tell a guy, like, oh yeah, I had a time where I was a serial dater, where I had a breakfast date and a dinner date, and it was rare, but sometimes I would have 3 dates in one day. Like, that's happened to me maybe like 4 times. 3 dates in one day, and they look at me the same face that you just
No, I'm not looking at you like that. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't. That's a lot of energy to be having conversations with people in one day. Hey, we still meeting up? We still there? Like, nothing to you.
Yes.
Nothing to you.
But I was literally just having fun.
Oh, yeah, as you should.
It was literally just fun. Like, but as soon as I tell somebody, like, oh, yeah, I was a serial dater for like a few months or so, they be like, what?
But see, I know you. Yeah, I'm like, I know you, so that don't mean that you're sleeping with him.
Yeah, like, I'm literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, that was my fun. I was finally tapping back into my sexy, like, finding myself again, but I can't say, like, it was anything more than that.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like why people are confused with dating, to your point, is because of, like, the talking stage. What is that? That fucked a lot of shit up. Cause like, oh, y'all talk, we talk. I'm talking to them. They talk like everybody talking. Everybody talking to everybody.
But I feel like dating, that name took over talking. Like, we're talking to find out about each other. Like, we're not serious. and I feel like, or you know what, I feel like I replaced talking with dating. And most of us did not. So when I tell someone, yeah, well, I'm just dating, they're thinking, oh, then you're serious with someone. Mm-hmm. You're sleeping with this person. And it most times it's not. No, that's not a relation. Dating is not a relationship to me. Right. And when you're talking about sleeping with people and like doing those things, I just feel like that's way more intimate, and that's something that I'm sharing with someone that I really rock with. But if we're just dating, then that's what it is. Like, I'm not meeting your friends, I'm not meeting family members. Like, we friends, like we're cool, we kick it. And if I find out like you're not down with just kicking it, but I've already let you know that I'm not interested in going no further, then I'll just remove myself from that equation. But I don't look at dating, I think, the way most of us do.
No, because we have a sense of ourselves and we're not messing with everybody.
And we're educated.
Yeah, but no, a lot of people definitely think that dating is like actually laying, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you do. But like going out with multiple people, laying with multiple people, just entertaining multiple people, for me, it's just like, I feel like, I like one person at a time. So it's like, how can I really get to know someone fully, or as fully as I can, if I'm giving pieces of my energy to other people? Yeah. I think that's something people should keep in mind.
And I definitely agree with that. And that's why I think dating is so important, because during like that period of dating, you're not really, I guess, you might be on the phone with guys like, hey, like, but real short convo just to initiate the actual date, like to go out and hang out. And then after that, when you hang out one time, you're like, I don't like this. Mm-hmm. And after that, for me, it's done. Like, most times, like, we don't speak again after that.
Kayla will let you know on a date that she's not gonna see you again.
No.
I'm the opposite. I will not let you know, and you probably will just never hear from me again.
Because I don't like ghosting.
It's not ghosting.
That's ghosting.
That's not ghosting.
If this guy hits you up again, then what?
Then I may respond.
And say what?
It depends on what he talking about.
Hey, how's your day going?
It's going good. And then, like, the way I'll text him, he'll eventually get there, like, stop texting me.
But it's so much easier to say after that first. I've literally been on a date with a guy. We went to, like, some, like, tavern. For one, when we walked in, I hated the way he looked. His attire.
Did you tell me about this guy?
Probably not, because it was one and done, and he was irrelevant. And even if he's seeing this, he probably wouldn't even know this was about him. But he just looked like an oversized, like, little person.
Ooh,
like,
what?
Clothes, like, it was like from the Steve Harvey brand. It was just so crazy. But
he's like, I'm interested. I want to know more.
It was so crazy. I was like, Steve Harvey made jeans?
Oh, you're serious? Oh, I thought you made that up.
No, I am like, I could write a book about the dates. So he walked in, he was so nice, and we're sitting there. Should. He had braids with a hat.
How long were the braids? Where did the braids stop?
He had braids. Barely.
That was your cue. That's your cue. What the
like here.
Nigga ain't got no hang time, girl. Something wrong.
But I don't even want to do him like that. But he was so,
not him. I'm just
nice.
saying in general.
He was really nice, and like we laughed. But that's because I'm a sociable person. I can make you laugh. I can kiki. I could do the 1-2, and then he like, yeah. So like, can we hang out again tomorrow? I'm like,
No, I mean, okay, so I don't want you to think that I be ghosting people. Like, I will let somebody know, like, I'm not interested in, we could just keep it as this. I don't just ghost niggas. But I will ghost somebody if they do something and it crosses a boundary or something that I find disrespectful.
Are you going to throw it back to the boundaries?
We always got to circle back. Yeah, no, I will. I guess it's called ghosting. I just call it protecting my energy. You know what the fuck you did. I either go and address it and we gonna move on, or I'm not gonna address it because you know what you did, and it's just like we're too grown, and I just rather just what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so in that situation with me, because I feel like I always get put in situations where when we're wrapping up the date, they're planning the next one. Mm-hmm. So does that happen like with you? Like, so when y'all wrapping up the date, like what do y'all say? Like, how do you like close it out? Like, see you next time?
No, honestly, because really I don't go out on dates like that. Like I literally go out on dates with guys that I actually like.
Okay.
Or that I may potentially like you. You know, I don't just, and not saying like that you do. I really don't go out on dates like that unless I'm
I
kicking it with
literally
you.
feel like I be going on blind dates. Well, I used to.
Nah,
like I was like I really would not know these people like that. Like they would like be on my Instagram. Most of my dates came from Instagram or Twitter. They would see pictures I posted on there. I wouldn't really know them. I would know.
Kayla, this is why. This is why, girl. You don't do that. You don't date Twitter niggas.
It was for fun. Now,
okay.
If I got lucky and it turned out to be super dope,
could have been the love of your life. So I feel it.
Like,
we be
and then
seeing
I'm like,
that.
yes, it's a hit, but for the most part, it was
no, I don't go out on dates with people that I don't know. Like if I don't know you and I met you in person. That's a different story.
You missing your soulmate.
How? From the internet?
Yes. You never know.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I don't, that's dangerous. That's a stranger danger.
But you've seen, like, they are from Cleveland. You see these people out at places that
if I've seen you, okay, so if I've seen you out, yes. Even if I've had a conversation with you, if I haven't,
you out, it's kind of like, oh hey, like I just kind of know you from social
that's
media. That's
fine because that's different. But if I don't know you at all and you reaching me through just social media and I ain't never seen you before, okay, that's weird. That's happened to me. I went out on a date one time with a guy.
Now she went on a date.
I did one time because I was sitting there. I was thinking the same thing you freaking just said. I was like, maybe I could be missing out. I was like, maybe I could be missing out. So, yeah, we met up and we got tacos and stop taking girls to get tacos. Come on.
That's our generation.
There's other shit out here to eat. There's other shit out here to eat. And then, like, I like to eat food, so I ain't trying to eat a taco on a first date in front of a nigga. Like,
okay, I feel you there.
It's tacos.
That's messy.
I'm not eating to be cute. I'm eating to fill my stomach. Like, I'm hungry. So, anyway, we went on a date, and he just, it was cool. We went to the water afterwards, you know. It was nice. But he was weird.
Like,
I'm not going to put his business out there.
No, put his business.
No, he was weird.
Ooh.
He was weird. I ghosted him, and then he was weird. He was insecure, and there's nothing wrong with being insecure. But it's like, how you gonna be insecure off of my job? He ain't like what I did for one of my lines of work. And he was
I need background. I need to hear more. I'm sorry, you was keeping it way too. He didn't like what I did. Rachel is not a stripper, so no, I need to know.
And I don't even want to. Okay, so
you work with kids?
No, I work with athletes. And I've heard it a few times, like just that's different men. Yeah, right. He was just like, "Don't know man want they woman." Da, da, da. And I was like,
I feel him.
You're not my man.
I feel him because if you my girl, I don't want you.
But I'm not your girl. And this is we're getting money.
And that's why you have to bring it back to drawing those lines of setting those boundaries on what dating is. Because like I said, men these days do not know exactly what dating is.
Yeah, and I just thought it was weird how he went from, all right, you just messaged me to we on a date. I'm just trying to like maybe see if we could be friends. Dudes want to be skipping the friendship stage. Like how you just go from not knowing me to meeting me and now you like me. How you like me? You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You think because you see I'm cute on the internet, like that's not a good enough excuse to me. That's not a good enough like.
But I can admit, like, that's what draws us to people in the first place, how attractive they are. But once you find out,
it's the teeth for me. Nope, I see your teeth across the room.
But you still like teeth, like that's an attraction.
I got a fetish.
So once you find attraction, you need to find a real connection from there.
Yeah.
And not just go from seeing my cute face to wanting to see my pretty body.
But yeah, he was just like, and just the things he was saying, I was like, I could understand if we were together or if I know you for a while or if I even liked you. But things you saying, we're not going to go further than this. So to her point, you could find love in the DM. To my point, I don't do that shit. I don't really people don't start in my DM.
Are we ready to tap into some questions?
Yes, let's tap into some questions. But before we do, we would love to hear your thoughts. Comment below, to the side. I don't know where it's gonna be at, but let us know what you think about.
It's gonna be everywhere.
Okay, so we're gonna get into these questions, but yeah, let us know your thoughts on dating and courting, the difference. You know, if you have a list of negotiables and non-negotiables, I'm not gonna share what's on mine, but if you're patient, you get what you want. So we asked some men. We took a survey of 5 men.
Not a survey.
And asked them some questions. So we asked some men. They said, why do 90% of women not have responsibility or accountability of themselves? 90?
It's still like 90 for me.
90%? So we were talking to this gentleman. We were like, it got to be the type of women that you're around.
But 90?
The women, I don't know, 90% of the women that I hang around don't act like that. We have responsibility and accountability of ourselves.
Yes, like we can admit when we fumbled the ball.
Doesn't happen often, but we can admit when we do.
We definitely can. And that was so alarming to me. But at the same time, it made me think like, yes, the 90 was high. But I have not held myself accountable a few times. I can admit. Like, even as an educated Black woman, I have messed up some things, responded and reacted off of insecurities. I can admit that humbly.
That's what's up.
And I feel like it definitely impacted a few of my relationships because I was insecure. Because of whatever, just being young, just being immature.
That's facts.
But at this day and age, like at this point, as a 30-year-old woman, like no. Like no, I can hold myself accountable. I can communicate well. I can say what I want and what I don't want and my expectations. Like I am there at this point. So it was just weird for me because he appeared to be an older guy. So he seemed like he would be in the same age range. And it was just weird for him to still be at this point and believe 90%. And I can't believe that there are women my age who still have not grown. Like I think we all went on a process of just life, and it took life to happen in order for us to grow.
I literally in my head. So James, our proctor, I'm take the words out of my mouth. It's your environment. It's who you're around. Because I mean, I don't know him. Y'all probably don't hang around the same type of people.
And I agree, but even that is alarming to me because why do you continue to do the same things, be around the same people, and expect a different outcome?
Maybe he didn't know until we had that conversation. I don't know. But we're going to move on to the next question. So what do you think about that briefly, James? Well, you just said your environment. Yeah, I definitely think it's your environment. Because age don't have nothing to do with it. There are people that are younger than us that are more mature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's people that are older than us that are just like, what the you really older than me? So it's your surroundings and just your mental capacity and your level of understanding.
Yes.
Do you think at the margin? This is a question. What do women really think about oral sex? I'm gonna ask it for the real niggas. So
oral.
How much time do we have? Oh, no, it ain't no time. So Kayla's parents and my parents are probably going to watch this. So we're not going to say too much.
Oh, I'm going to say it all. Only because I'm comfortable in my answer because I am not an oral person.
Oh, okay.
I am not an oral person. Huh? I am so
Jay said you won't be a wife.
But it's so crazy.
Is it that you're not an oral person or you just didn't have?
Right now wants to marry me and he already knows. But I am not a oral person. Like, I don't know. So I don't want to speak for the majority of women because I'm sure there are women who feel the same way I do. Ugh. Like
yeah, like
I am.
That can definitely be a thought
about that. I don't even like gushers. Like I don't like. I don't want that in my mouth. Okay, I'm sorry to get that vulgar.
The light just blinded me.
I'm so for real. Like it just makes me feel yucky. Like I'm a lady. Like I don't know. It's weird. But I'm not saying if we are, at that point and we are, close in relations, that I would not, but I would be lying if I said that I would enjoy it.
I appreciate that.
And crickets.
We would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're a lady, let us know your thoughts about oral.
Not you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, you thought I was segueing to the next question?
I thought you was.
I was trying to.
Why are you skipping? So you're really not going to answer?
I like getting it.
Okay.
It didn't say. We love that shit. We love it when y'all do it right. Just take your time. I don't mind it. I mean,
But you don't mind it, but you aren't a giver.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't mind it.
Okay, you're just not gonna touch.
Yeah, I don't gotta say nothing.
Oh. Okay.
I don't.
Do we have any other questions?
No, I don't think all women are bothered by it.
Rachel doesn't want to talk about it, but deep down inside, Rachel is a giver. It's cool because you gonna get some dates, stranger dates.
Nah, I'm not, girl. You don't just be giving that to just anybody.
I'm just saying, but men are gonna be like, let's take her out and see where we go.
I just told you I don't go on dates with niggas I don't know. My lips are sealed.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a few questions. What really turns a woman on? For me, it's the truth. And you just being fully in yourself. Like you being confident in who you are, or as confident as you can be in yourself. Because it's just like, I just don't take things too serious,
I would agree. Confidence has a certain level of sexy, for sure. Like a man who knows what they're talking about. A man who can teach me things. It's so attractive.
Yeah.
Like we just sitting there. I'm like, oh, I like to do this. And they be like, oh, well, I do this. And it's just, I'm like,
stimulate my mind.
Yes, before my body. Like if you can teach me something or get me in position that I can grow, like, in like multiple areas. Ooh.
Put me in position.
Ooh, that is sexy as a man. I guess I'm kind of old fashioned in that sense.
Same.
Because I want a man to lead me.
For sure.
I'm okay with following. Like, I don't have a problem with following. I don't. Like,
they be thinking that we do, though. It's like, no woman want to do that. Like,
is we can't follow just anybody.
Can't follow no
and
scrub.
Every guy is not a leader. And that's sad because I don't know what to say, but hopefully you find a woman who's okay with that. But at the end of the day, like, I need a man to say, like, this is where we're living. And yes, I'm going to be okay with that because he also said where we're living and he also had a plan behind it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just blindly like, this what we doing, this where we going type of. And too many times men think just bucking up their chest and saying this is what we're going to do with nothing behind it. No, I'm not going to follow behind that. I'm uncomfortable with that move. Like, I want a man to be an all-around leader, make me feel secure in what he's doing so that I will gladly follow right behind him. So
she just spit all the facts. If you wanted to know the cheat code, that's the answer right there.
Yes, for sure.
All women submit. You just have to be the right one.
Submissive.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a dominant woman, but I love being, but that's my role. Like, that's my job.
Yeah,
like,
in the workforce. At home, I don't want to do that. I just want to, okay, yes.
Yes, like, literally, I saw a video, and this girl was, like, acting like a big dog, and then afterwards, she was like, yes, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
And that's me. Like,
I do not, you're not going to get told no. I don't tell you no.
If you're being a man and you're doing what you're supposed to be
doing.
Why
would you tell him no? Why would you tell him no?
There's no reason to.
He's not asking you for nothing too crazy. I'm not telling you no.
I saw this. I'm just going to keep bringing up these posts that I see because I saw this other post and it was saying like his wife had told him she was too tired to have sex.
Did I see this recently? Did you send me this?
I didn't send it to you, but I posted it on my story. I should have sent it to you. And he said, my wife told me yesterday she was too tired to have sex because she had cleaned the house. She had got the kids ready. Like, just all different types of stuff. So the next day, he did all those things. And he was like, I bet she can't tell me that now.
I'd have been like...
But I literally posted it and I said, men don't think like this. My no is not for no reason. Like, it's because I'm exhausted because I've done this, and this. Mm-hmm. And you come home and you chilling. Yeah. So, like, imagine if you did do all those things. So then when I came home, I'm like, it's nothing to do but you. Like, but I'm for real. Like, but
we don't have to worry about that. You know, we got the ones that know. So
we do.
When they know,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy.
You know,
I'm happy where I'm at.
I know you are. I can tell. Good job. Shout out to you. And I met him. Shout out to you. All right. Primal or external things. This is still under like what turns women on. And I don't know who asked me this. I don't know who I was talking to. I feel like it might have been my friend Whaley, honestly. Shout out to Jarrell. But like, do women like instinct, like man shit, or do they like external things? And I was telling him, for me, it's a balance of both. Like, I love a man that does manly shit. Like, yes, go mow the lawn. Yes, go fucking weed whack or something, clean the gutters and shit.
Look sweaty.
Yeah, paint the walls. Like, build me a fort. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. But I also like, you know, like how you were saying, you do that manly stuff. I don't know. A man that has a good job, that knows how to lead, that knows how to reach out and support the community and inspire other people and shit like that.
I think it's a balance of both. Mm-hmm. I definitely will want both. Like, I don't know. And am I being greedy to want both? No. But I feel like I'm like, certain things I want because I know I can be a good balance. I can watch a football game with you and know exactly what's going on. I can watch a baseball. You? I can watch a baseball.
You know what a down
game.
Is? You know what the inning is?
I can watch a baseball game and know what's going on. Most women, I feel like, can't do that.
Yo, they can't. And then they try to.
But
it's
at
like,
the same time, I can get in the kitchen. I can cook. I can
bake.
Clean. Like, I can bake. Like, I can do a lot. So I want my man to be able to do a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't feel like I'm asking for too much from some... when I'm giving it.
Yeah. I feel like what turns a woman on is a man, like you said, who knows and doesn't have to outright state, oh, I'm the man. No. Like, that's some beta male shit. Like, I know you the man, I'm the woman. Like, clearly I know what's going on down there, up here, down there. But like a man that is a leader and leads just without having to say, like, that's true leadership. If you got to sit up here and tell me. Because he can. If you got to sit up here and tell me, you probably really not
and
doing
Jill
shit.
Scott said something. If you can tell me what to do,
you can tell me
what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do,
you cannot tell me what to do.
You can't tell me what to do.
That's facts.
And that's going to go over so many people's heads. But like, for the ones who get it, just get it.
Yeah, they know. They get it.
Just get it.
And then lastly, I don't really know what this was, but like the low marriage rate. Like, why you think? I don't know. I've been to a few weddings. A lot of people that I know are getting married. Like, there's still love. There's still a lot of love.
But you know what? I recently was listening to The Breakfast Club. I listened to like old episodes, and Boosie had made a comment. I know, girl, it's this Boosie. Is just so
I know
you
credible.
So against this stuff, but I like.
Shout out to Angela Yee though. I her.
I like me a little messy little podcast, anyways. But Boosie said because of our access to information nowadays that it's harder, because in the past, like, all you had to worry about is the people that your wife saw at her job or the people that she saw at the grocery store. But now she can log on to Instagram and see a million different men and what they look like and what they're doing. But she's not just looking at him. She's looking at the women who are receiving all these extravagant gifts and going on trips and men that they're dating. And then she coming home to you. So I think that impacts marriage these days. I think we are just looking and we have this mindset of not settling. But then again, we can even tap into that of what is settling. Because I don't think it's settling because y'all splitting the bills. Like, we don't live that lifestyle. Like, I'm not dating an NFL player where he can afford to pay mine.
And the cost of living is definitely different.
Like, the world is different nowadays, and it's majority from looking at social media. That's like true. Our expectations is, yes, he's supposed to take, every time he wants to take me out, we're going to a restaurant, he's spending $300-$400, and he's paying my mortgage, and he's paying my car note. And it's just like, but he has a 9-to-5 like you, sweetheart.
I think a lot of it too, to your point of being able to just have that access all the time, is from having that access, people like y'all really just, social media is not real. None of this is real. So it's just like people are, you forming your relationships off of something that you don't even know. You don't know. This girl could have just posted something. This dude could have just got done beating her behind. Or she could have just got done pushing him down some stairs.
She bought that car.
She brought that car. And lied and said that he did. Like, it's just, I just don't put nothing past nothing, and I just don't put too much faith into this social media stuff. Like, people really are just gung-ho, and I'm just like, it's not even real.
Social media.
I do.
I wouldn't be surprised if I looked on her Instagram and she didn't follow the Shade Room neighborhood.
I don't. I did at one point. No, I follow World Star Hip Hop. That's a long time ago. Like, no, I don't follow that stuff because it's gonna make it to my timeline anyway. And it's just for sure. Now that, like I said, social media is different than what it was when we started. Protecting my energy, it's 24/7. TMZ, Shade Room, it's just 24/7. I don't want to see that all the time. That takes a toll on my energy.
Yeah, it takes a toll on your expectations, like being realistic,
especially as a creative sometimes too.
Yes, I have to agree with that. I don't look at TikTok too much anymore.
I do not be tickety talking.
I feel pressure to like post and do things that take so much time. Like seeing people post like their day from when they wake up to when they're like going home and getting back in the bed is exhausting.
It's cringy.
You know how crazy you have to be to wake up and set up the scene and then go back to bed and like watch.
That's my way. I really think that's like, and people don't even realize we're doing this to our future kids. Like, prime example, I'm not gonna name no names, but I know it's more than just one podcaster, but it's podcasters that will have it set up, make it look like they're talking to somebody or somebody's asking them questions, and then they're answering the questions. Like, I get it. You gotta get your content out there for the clicks and the views to get paid, whatever. But I like how you're asking me questions, I'm asking you questions. Yeah. I'll be pissed if you had this podcast and I was watching it like, who the fuck is Kayla talking to? She's talking. You're talking to yourself.
I'm talking to myself.
Like,
ain't no questions being
to
asked.
some extent, I guess, like for normal brain function, people talk to themselves. Like, let's not sit up here and act like people don't. Yeah. But I just feel like there's deeper meanings behind everything. My mom and my dad hate it, but like, this is not going to be good for our generations in the future.
Yeah.
Like, people already don't know how to socialize. Okay, we're taking up too much time. So that's, I think, all we have for this episode.
Oh, I'm not ready to be done with dating.
Do you want, what's up?
I think we need a part 2.
We do need a part 2.
And a part 3.
We can give you one every quarter. Every quarter we can talk about dating.
But I think for the next dating episode, we need to have guests.
Who would y'all like to see? Who should we bring up in here?
At least 2 guys, because it's 2 girls. So maybe we can do like, that would be a lot though.
What guys we gonna bring up in here? We can't bring no jaded men up in here. We need an alpha male and a beta male.
No, we don't. We need 2
We can't. Now that I said that,
because we're both like alpha women.
No, we need a beta.
We need strong men.
We need a beta. We gotta appease to all the crowd.
No, so then maybe we could do 3-on-3. Maybe we can bring another woman who is not as...
We can't. Okay, we're not. Tell us who y'all want to see, because we don't need to lay out our game plan. Because then when they bring a nigga, we'll see the last episode. Like, damn, bitch, you think I'm a beta man? That's why you brought me here. So we're not gonna tell you. But if y'all have recommendations on who y'all want to see that you think would be relevant to the conversation, please comment below.
Yes. This is another episode done.
Yes. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We will catch you next time.